Thank you, Brian. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to say good morning to all of you to the other part of the world. And it's already too late night out here, but we are all a team. And as I told you in the last Zoom, that we are building a community, and the community should stay always motivated and move forward. So as in every Zoom, I have been saying miles and miles to go before we sleep. So with that motivation, I'd like to start this Zoom call. This is going to be a great Zoom because we are going to announce something that never anybody expected. So I'm having a happy face today because we were doing a lot of brainstorming. Coming up with this database was quite a brainstorming job, and I'm thankful to my team and my developers who put their ideas, the coding technologies together, and we are back. We are truly back. Okay, so I'm going ahead with the presentation today. It's just a recap what I have said in my last Zoom. So in order to do a recap, I just go back why we stopped and why we put a halt on the smart contract and did a revamp, and we have some exciting news in the upcoming slides. So the basic issues why we halted the smart contract was actually we can't hold the smart contract. We had to hold the front end. So number one was the fees. As users might be wondering that, the technical issue with the contract execution gas fees. That was one issue, as many users are indeed getting a higher gas fees for executing withdrawal function. Another is the encoding. So smart contracts are a piece of code whose data in real time keeps encoding into blocks which are being generated, and ledgers being updated and securely stored in blockchain, which is a true definition of blockchain. So keeping that in mind, the smart contract of FastBNB, where we have seen seed incomes, which goes up to 100 levels, where some users having as much as 12,000 referred users under single accounts. So this concept of seed income is based up on the live dividends of those referred users up to 100 levels, which are calculated on each and every block of BSC network. So when this kind of calculations with over 190K users are done, it creates not less than 300 million requests a day, as I had shown in the last Zoom image. Now, liquidity, the problem with the liquidity. A higher gas fees means lower transaction being executed and hence a lower liquidity being generated, which in turn yields a lower BNB being generated to pay off dividends and seed incomes. Declining contract balance. Since 14th February 2022, liquidity function was not executing in conjunction to higher gas and lower transaction being executed, and hence a decline in contract balance was observed. Now, these were the problems. This is just, I'm doing a recap of my last Zoom. These were the problems that was found in the contract, okay? Now, what's the solution? We have 5 solutions. Now, please stay tuned. After having conversation with several miners, as well as bounty hunters, which coders by profession at FastBNB, we did find a perfect solution. Solution is, at FastBNB, we have developed a new contract which will fetch data of all users from the previous contract on a single click function called migrate data. I repeat once again, at FastBNB, we have developed a new contract which will fetch data of all users from previous contract on a single click function called migrate data. Users would take few seconds to complete the migration, where fees would be as low as few dollars. We would allow all old users to migrate data to new contract as soon as possible, and once done, users can refer anyone into new contract and they would be added to their respective downline, which means the genealogy stays as same as the previous one. We value the community community is the most important asset in crypto. So keeping that in mind, we have been working last 5 days to keep this genealogy intact. So I announce once again, in the new dashboard, you'll have a button called Migrate Data. You need to click that button, and once you have clicked that button, a few dollars of gas fees will be deducted from your wallet, but all the data from the old contract smart contract will come to the new smart contract. And also, users will be offered with custom amount withdraw option. Example, we have seen in the previous contract that when your the balance increases, there is a problem in withdrawing the amount, withdrawing the withdrawal balance. So we have put an option where you can actually withdraw custom amount of BNB. So for example, if user available balance to withdraw is 15 BNB, user can even withdraw 5 BNB, hence a lower gas fees will be required to execute the transaction. So this is the solution, and this is a perfect solution. Now, getting deeper into the solution, the next slide explains. As of now, in old contract, data was fetched on each block in real time, owing to which a huge number of requests were being sent to QuickNote as well as BSCScan. So which then, in case, response slow, making user experience a low loading numbers. But the solution is, whereas now in a new dashboard, we will be calculating these numbers on new nodes related to dividends, seed income, and referral income, which will make the farming data loading time minimized and exactly the figure that is that occurs in the genealogy. So this is the solution that we have come up with. Now, please keep your fingers crossed and wait for the next announcement. And I'm happy to announce today, our developers have been working 24 hours every day to work out a solution, which indeed we found. And I'm happy to go live with the above methodologies, and happy to announce that FastBNB version 2.0 will be live on 25th February 2022 at 18:00 GMT. I announce once again, we are ready to go live with the above methodologies, and we're happy to announce that FastBNB version 2.0 will be live on 25th February 2022 at 18:00 GMT. So FastBNB will be back to live with all its power, users, and liquidity. Next, as we are sticking to our mission vision, this is a community development program. So keeping the community development program in mind, at FastBNB, not only we, but everyone has a mission and a clear vision where we are strictly adhered to the same. So on a quick note, as I had said in the last Zoom, that we are ready with our crypto exchange, where we are expecting 200,000 users on the first day in our exchange, which is launching on 17th of March, rather before than that. So we keep our fingers crossed, and that will be a surprise to our community, how we are going to do this launch. So we wish all the best and very good luck for joining and bringing more community towards FastBNB.
Thank you.
Next, I would also like to announce that Flamingo Exchange is happy to announce today, with the great technological developments of the inclusion of the NFTs of various singers, actors, and other artists, which includes celebrities across the world, starting from Hollywood and many other countries, into our NFT marketplace. So we have many celebrities. We have already spoken to them. I'd like to keep it in a suspense, and they will be joining us in our Maldives tour, which is coming in soon. So by saying that, I can tell you one thing. This is a very short Zoom. I just wanted to announce that FastBNB version 2 is back on 25th February. You will not lose your genealogy. Your genealogy is exactly the same what you had done. We value your work, you value your investment, we value your time, and I really appreciate that you all have cooperated with us. And with this cooperation, we are grateful to all of you that we could restart, in fact, this mission once again with our version 2.0. So by saying that, I'd like to thank you. And I will again come back on 25th of February on the opening session of FastBNB version 2.0.
Thank you so much, Baman, for that and for sharing all that information. So our downlines will be intact. What's in our wallets, would that be intact too? That's currently in our wallets right now?
Yes, Brian, that will be intact. That will be completely intact because that's your money. We don't want to, that's your money and that's what you deserve. So there is a proper business model for that. There will be more liquidities to the platform, okay? So we will be flying the rocket from 25th of February.
All right, looking forward to that.
2.0.
So thank you very much. And all right, everybody, I'll get this recording out. And thank you, Baman, for doing that.
Thanks, Brian, and thanks everyone. So let's start. Like I had already said in several Zooms that our mission for December 2020 is to create 200,000, communities. But I feel confident myself by doing this and rectifying the technology. We are going to 2 million users by December, and this is guaranteed. So we have our Maldives, event coming on 7th of March. And that's going to be exciting because we have representatives coming from 18 countries into this event. So Brian, like we already discussed, I request you to, put things into our travel agent, and then from there we go ahead. Okay. So by that, I would like to thank you, everyone. Have a nice day and good night from here to all of you, and see you on 25th.
All right.
On
Thank you.
FastBNB version 2. Thank you.
Bye,
Bye,
Bye, everybody.